Hello, my dear angling friends, and welcome back to the channel. It's your seasoned fishing buddy here, ready to dive into what promises to be a truly special day for wetting a line. We're talking about October 30th, 2025, a day that, by all accounts, is shaping up to be quite a treat for us Kiwi fishos. Now, I know what you're thinking, another forecast, but trust me, this one's got some intriguing twists based on what the waters and skies are telling us. Stick around, because I'm going to share some insights that could turn an ordinary outing into an unforgettable angling adventure, especially with the spring bite really kicking into gear. This day holds the promise of an active bite across many species, thanks to the warming waters and increasing daylight, a prime opportunity for some aggressive feeding. Let's talk tactics for some of our favourite New Zealand fighters. First up, the snapper sortie, the undisputed king for many saltwater enthusiasts. With spring in full swing, these beauties are really starting to push into shallower, warmer waters, particularly around coastal reefs, rocky headlands, and sand flats adjacent to structure. I'd recommend targeting depths of around 10 to 40 meters, especially during the early morning and late afternoon. For tackle, a sturdy soft bait setup with a 5-inch to 7-inch lure on a 3/8 to 1 ounce jig head is going to be incredibly effective. The snapper are hungry, friends, looking to pack on condition after winter, so don't be shy with your presentation. Work those soft baits slowly along the bottom, giving them plenty of time to find it. Next, let's turn our attention to the magnificent kingfish. These hard-fighting beasts are becoming more plentiful and active as the water temperature rises. Look for them around offshore reefs, pinnacles, and even accessible wharves and piers where baitfish are congregating. If you're fortunate enough to find a workup of bait, you're in for a show. Live bait, like a yellowtail or jack mackerel, deployed on a heavy-duty jig or a balloon rig, is your best bet for a trophy. For those on shore, slipping a live bait off a wharf can also yield spectacular results. Their sheer power demands robust gear, so spool up with strong braid and use a heavy fluorocarbon leader. No cutting corners here. And for our freshwater fanatics, the trout, both rainbow and brown, are absolutely on the chew. October 1st marked the official start of the season for many waters, and these fish are voraciously feeding after their winter and spawning periods. Focus on rivers and streams that are starting to clear after any recent rain or snowmelt, particularly around riffles, pools, and undercut banks. In the South Island, don't forget the sea-run salmon in the rivers. If the rivers are still a bit coloured, spin fishing with larger bright-coloured lures or soft plastics can be deadly. For fly anglers, consider larger nymphs or streamers early in the day, especially if you're targeting those less wary fish fresh out of the closed season. Later, as insect activity increases with the warmer air, don't rule out dry flies, particularly for caddis hatches in the evening. Remember, clear spring-fed lakes can also hold big trout, but they might be sight fishing propositions in the shallow, clear water where a well-presented nymph is key. Now for the nitty-gritty, the conditions for October 30th, 2025. Weather-wise, we're firmly in mid-spring here in New Zealand, which means mild and progressively warmer conditions. Expect daytime temperatures across the North Island to hover around 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, and on the South Island perhaps a touch cooler, around 16 degrees Celsius in the daytime, but still comfortable. Nighttime temperatures will be cooler, ranging from 5 to 12 degrees Celsius. We're seeing longer daylight hours now, which means more fishing time, friends. While October can be a bit turbulent and prone to sporadic showers, particularly in parts of the South Island, the North Island often sees relatively drier conditions compared to winter. Keep an eye on local forecasts for any localized rain, but generally expect a mix of sunshine and spring showers. Atmospheric pressure might be a bit variable with these shifting spring conditions, which can make fish a little finicky at times, so be prepared to adapt. Water temperatures are definitely on the rise, a crucial factor for fish activity. In coastal areas, particularly around the North Island, sea temperatures will be in the 15 to 17 degrees Celsius range. Further south, or in deeper, open waters, it will be a bit cooler, perhaps 11 to 14 degrees Celsius. This warming trend is what really ignites the fish's metabolism, signaling prime feeding opportunities as they seek to recover energy and prepare for the coming summer. As for the moon phase, it's October 30th brings us a waxing gibbous moon, illuminated at around 58 to 60%. The moon will be about 8 to 9 days old, rising in the mid-afternoon and visible high in the eastern sky at sunset, staying with us for most of the night. Many old-school anglers swear by the waxing moon for an improving bite, believing the increasing light and gravitational pull stimulate fish activity. While it's not a guarantee, I've certainly had some memorable sessions under a waxing moon, so there's definitely something to be said for it. Considering all these factors, the warming waters, the increased daylight, the voracious post-winter feeding, and the active moon phase, my overall assessment for the bite on October 30th is good to excellent. This day presents a fantastic opportunity for both freshwater and saltwater anglers to find active fish. The combination of rising temperatures and a hungry fish population, coupled with a waxing moon, points towards a high probability of success, especially if you adapt your tactics to the specific conditions of your chosen spot. So, my friends, that's the lowdown for October 30th, 2025. I wish you all the very best of luck out there. May your lines be tight and your coolers full. Remember, Eninwahau and Cheshu, or neither tail nor scale, as we say. If you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more tips and predictions, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And tell me in the comments below, what are your go-to spring tactics? What species are you most excited to target? Share your stories, and let's keep this awesome fishing community growing. Tight lines, everyone.